welcome everybody. Yeah, it's so good to see you all here. It's nice to be back again. I'm just looking at some of the returning faces and the new faces. So, yes, so good to be with you all. I was reflecting just for a couple minutes before we started about the practice of meditation. Like, what is it that we're actually doing? What are we doing here together? And so in a real sense, when we can continue to show up, commit to this practice, commit to this path, we begin to build something within us. We begin to open doors, create new structures and ways of being. And this is true with any lineage. You know, if you spend a lot of time in Zen, you open the doors of Zen, you know, to the realms of Zen, the realms of, you know, the great Buddhas. And so it's beautiful to see you all each week. And for those of you who continue coming back, you start to notice this deeper connection with the fullness of what you are, and a deeper connection, of course, with God, with the Divine Mother. And it's so beautiful to be able to open to this and to begin to create a life that revolves around waking up to the depth of what you are and to actually being supported. Because we all need great support here on planet Earth. This was the Buddha's first teaching, that, you know, basically life is hard, life is difficult. And so I find it always so helpful to have the support of God in our lives. And so in a real sense, we're coming together and building something great, opening to something great. You know, that's the primary thing that happens when we all come together. And for some of you, you may even notice this, that you start to actually feel the grace before, you know, the Wednesday night class starts, before Sunday starts. And for others of you who've been really deepening into this, you feel it more and more in your everyday life, when you're going to the bank or the supermarket or whenever. You know, there's a fella, looks like he's outside my house working a blower or weed whacker or something. And I can remember when I was working for my teacher, he would just tell me all the time, Craig, open. And so there'd be days when I'd be working a chainsaw or a shovel or a pickaxe, a rock bar, a nail gun, or whatever it is, and just feeling this flow of grace and being held. I can remember many times, you know, being on my teacher's roof, and, you know, it would snow so much here in Colorado. He would have 4 or 5 feet of snow, and some days I would be shoveling the roof, and, you know, I'd look up at the sky and just feel this expansive universe, the hugeness of my consciousness. And then when the summer came and I was, you know, screwing down all the screw heads that had been loosened by the snow and the ice buildup, and I would look up, and again, I would feel the hugeness of the sky in me, as me, and this descent of grace, you know, coming down and flowing down into me. And so it's a beautiful thing, you know, to have this connection. And so the primary thing we're doing in meditation is opening and receiving. But in order to, you know, to prime the pump, you know, to open and to receive fully, we must first learn how to relax our body, relax the nervous system, and simply breathe. And so this is one of the great things, that we do during formal meditation is we put everything down, we stop, and we commit. We commit to this moment, just to stop and to be undisturbed by it all, undisturbed. And despite what's happening in our body, despite the mind, its activity and its thoughts, despite whatever emotional reactions we have with our husband or wife or partner or children, we are making this commitment to put it all down. To put it all down. The Buddha had, he had so much teaching on this, what he called concentration. And oftentimes I think concentration is, it's misinterpreted. It wasn't fully translated properly, because oftentimes when we think of concentration, we think of, really intently focusing on one point, which that's one form of concentration. What I think he really meant was just that willingness just to stop, then to turn the focus fully inward, to sit deeply with oneself, to focus the attention, to focus awareness on what it is that we are. And so I invite you all to close your eyes if you haven't already. And let us direct our attention inward. Giving yourself permission just to notice, where am I tight? Where am I tense? And so we're just gently scanning the body and relaxing. The more fully and deeply you relax, the easier it is for awareness to wake up throughout your being. And so we're just breathing in and breathing out. Giving ourselves full permission to relax. Full permission to relax. Full permission to let go. To be here now. Fully here. So we're taking deep, full belly breaths. Just breathing in and breathing out. relaxing our body in the most gentle way, thanking our body for all its hard work. Thanking the mind for all its thinking and its great ideas. But just inviting both of these, the mental body and the physical body, just inviting it to fully relax, to let go, into the supreme silence, which is here. So yes, breathing in, breathing out. Feeling and experiencing. Just noticing this dance of energy, this dance of aliveness. The chest, the solar plexus, the belly. Just breathing in and breathing out. Feeling and experiencing. And just gently saying yes. Yes to what's here. Whether it's difficulty and heartache and agitation, or the bliss of your being. Or waking up, giving ourselves permission to breathe, to feel, to experience. The fullness of what you are. And so I invite you all to relax the jaw, the shoulders, the throat, the chest, pelvis, pelvic floor, forehead, behind the heart. And just notice what happens when you relax a little more deeply and fully. Just breathing in and breathing out. Relaxing more and more fully. and noticing the whole subtle energetic body, waking up from head to toe. So breathing in, breathing out. Gently inviting whatever wants to come forward. To come forward, to be seen, to be loved, to be held. In this space of peace, in this space of love. If there's any old pain that you are carrying around, we're inviting it forward. So that it can just gently unravel. Release itself. So yes, breathing in and breathing out. Relaxing the body more and more fully and just welcoming whatever's here. Wants to come forward and be seen. Simply inviting it into the space of love. Any old karma, or argument, or struggle, we just welcome it into the peace. The body's not feeling 100% of allergies or residual sickness, chronic pain, tension, whatever it is. Just inviting it forward. Just to be held. This vast, spacious presence that you are. So breathing in and breathing out. And just allowing, fully allowing whatever wants to come to come. And simultaneously, I invite you just to bring a gentle awareness to your crown chakra. Just inviting a receptive mood, a receptive mood, this moment. Even envisioning a giant bowl, the top of your head, this crown. Just welcoming this grace. Welcoming this descent of grace. Breathing in and breathing out. Giving yourself full permission to be open and receptive to what's here. And so right away, you may feel this dancing light, this energetic aliveness, this feeling of grace, this descending. And so we are breathing and breathing out. And giving ourselves permission to feel, to experience, to open to this descent from the Most High. And so for some of you, this may require that you surrender your attachment to the mind a little more deeply, a little more fully. Let go. Let go of any seriousness. Just be childlike and humble and receive. Yes, breathing in, breathing out. Inviting this grace to descend down into the space of the third eye, feeling the fullness of the mind, and just raining with light throughout the skull, coming down into the throat chakra, and again descending even deeper to the upper chest, the heart, spreading out over the shoulders. And for some of you, as this light comes into the space of the third eye, the space of the mind, you may feel subtly disoriented. And that's normal. Your job is just to breathe and feel. Let go and trust. It's okay to let go of the egoic authority, the command center of the mind. You can even allow awareness to wake up deeply in the heart and notice, I am awake. I am alive. I am receptive. I am vibrant and holy. So I invite you all to smile at the recognition of your holiness. A smile at the recognition of your holiness. So yes, breathing in and breathing out. Smiling Be childlike and innocent. And saying yes. Yes to what's here. The Divine Mother is saying to you all, open, open my child. Receive me in your heart, in the depths of your being. Receive me. She is a special blessing for each and every one of you. She's wanting to awaken you to new worlds, new realms, new aspects of being and consciousness. But you must let go. So we gently pray, Lord, help us. Help us to relax, to let go, and receive your grace through in and throughout. And so, yes, deep, full belly breaths. Relaxing more and more fully and deeply. So breathing in and breathing out. Inviting this grace to descend more deeply into the belly, to the pelvis, the legs, the feet, and a full permission to descend all the way down into the earth itself. So from head to toe, you are an open conduit of grace, of light. Inviting this immensity profound immensity to wake up in you as your job is simply to relax, to receive. Some of you may notice the divine sound, a brilliant Om, giving birth in the space of the mind, coming with an incredible brilliance, incredible light. A light of transformation. Divine Mother, have your way with us. Transform us from the inside out. We ask you for a new life, a greater life. Light, life of immense love, brilliance. So yes, breathing in, breathing out. Both receiving and waking up simultaneously. Giving yourself permission to be overwhelmed by light, by brilliance. Of course, if there's anything within you which feels resistant or stuck or blocked, surrender this to. Lift it up to God. I lift myself up to you, Lord. Deep, full breaths. Can you let go a little more fully and deeply? And you let go completely and receive. Now breathing in and breathing out. Can you let go? Especially the lower belly, the hara. Let go of the gripping. The pelvis, the pelvic floor. We're inviting this grace to descend more deeply, more fully into us. Deep, full belly breaths. Relaxing and receiving. And we're opening to the timeless eternal. To the great Prajnaparamita. Pregnant with all phenomena. Give yourself permission to wake up to this space. Wake up to what you are fully, to this immensity. Beyond name, beyond form. Beyond birth, beyond death. If you're feeling disoriented, that's a good thing. That's the mind letting go. Any attachment to control or any sense of identification. Give yourself permission to be this immensity. To be one with life. No walls, no barriers. No inside, no outside. Only this immensity. Every direction. Front, back, right, left. Up, down. .360 awareness. Every direction. I am awake. Breathing in, breathing out. I am this immensity. Breathing, feeling. Knowing oneself has this hugeness. Feeling. Directly experiencing this immensity. This 10 trillion points of light. Awake, aware, vibrant, free. Taking a couple more deep, full belly breaths. Just welcoming this immensity into your heart. And shining out in every direction. Blessing friends and family. Those we know, those we don't know. Blessing loved ones and those we struggle with. May this light, this grace, this divinity shine to all corners of the earth. Blessing all beings. Blessing the planet. Waking up humanity. That we may show up as servants of love, of truth, happiness, and joy. And so I invite you all just to take a couple more deep, full belly breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. Finding every aspect of yourself to be blessed. Especially the places that have been forgotten, the places with cobwebs, the human parts that are stuck, or resistant, or habitual. May this whole nervous system, this whole human character be blessed. Be blessed. And with that, I invite you just to gently open your eyes and to come into the room. It's so good to be here with you all. So good to be here with you all. Now, before we end, I want to just talk for a couple moments about prayer. If you feel into your body right now, you may feel this wonderful love and light, this immensity. And so our job is to share our grace, share our love with the rest of humanity, the rest of humanity. And when we pray, we're praying that we may be conduits of something greater than our ego, than our old habitual or ancestral way of being. We're inviting love to give birth, healing to give birth, transformation to take place here on planet Earth. And so I'm going to invite everyone, again, just to gently close your eyes. And in this moment, we're going to pray for our good friend Suzanne here. Suzanne she's been struggling a little bit with her body. She got really sick and has gone through a lot recently and probably overworking. And she's a great support to the Sangha. She's the one that puts everything up on YouTube and helps with the website and everything. And so I invite you all just to allow your heart to shine out toward Suzanne, blessing her body with light, with love, happiness and joy. Just filling her with healing energies. And we're not seeing her as struggling, we're actually seeing her as vibrant and beautiful, shining with light, flooded with light. So just breathing in and out, And I invite you, just allow your heart to pour light in her direction. And Suzanne, your job is simply to open and receive this light, receive this love from all of us and from the Divine Mother. Let yourself be held. Let yourself be loved. Being human is quite difficult here on planet Earth. So we're just sending light and love in her direction. And just everyone just gently smiling. Suzanne, you're just receiving. And next, I'm going to invite each and every one of you just to envision someone close to you who needs some love, who needs some light. It's your children, or your cat, or your dog, or a grandparent, or mother, or father, or neighbor. Just hold them. Hold them in your heart and see them flooded with light, with love, with happiness and joy, inviting greater openness in their life, healing in their life, transformation in their life. So we'll just take a couple deep, full breaths, sending light and love. You're welcome to call out their name. Just let them know from your soul to their soul, sending them light, sending them love, inviting a greater peace, a greater happiness and joy, transformation to take place in their life. I invite you to take one more deep, full breath and just gently let that go. And then lastly, together again, we will pray for our planet. Mother, will you help us to find a solution? A solution to the war, the violence, the heartache, the ecological destruction and the waste, the plastic, and the global warming of the planet. Mother, show us how to be humble, to receive the truth, to come into alignment with nature, with your higher intelligence, with your love. We don't want to be the generation that destroys the planet. We want to be the generation that heals, that comes into alignment with your grace, your light, your truth, your love, your harmony with all of life, with all of life. This is our prayer, Lord. Show us ways we may live differently, that we may get along better. We may heal and use our resources responsibly. Heal ourselves, heal each other, and heal this planet. This is our prayer, Mother. Show us the way. Give us the strength to stand up, to live as conduits of your grace, your light, your love. We release ourselves into your heart, your truth, your intelligence. You lead us forward. And so, I invite you all to open your eyes again. It's so good to see you. And, just say hi to everyone real quick, just to let you know I see you. Suzanne and Adi and Heather and Richard and Myrna and Jeremy and Meg and Justina and Amy and Peter. Who else is here? Good friend Chad and Lisa, Marianne and Imani, Taylor, Butch, and Sanatha. Looks like there's a second Richard here too. So anyways, it's so good to see you all. My heart is with you. I'm so happy to be able to meet with you all each week. It's such a blessing. So you all take good care, and I'll see you again soon. Good night.